The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Talkin Cowboys. Streaming live from the Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco.
CeeDee Lamb, touchdown.
End zone, Jake Ferguson. Prescott keeps it, and he bangs it in for the touchdown.
And now your hosts, Isaiah Stanback, Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, and Kyle Youmans.
It's a marvelous Monday edition of Talking Cowboys presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, live from the Star in Frisco, Texas, in the SWBC studio. Welcome in, everybody. We've got the whole cast and crew ready for you to rock today with Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beam in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans. So glad you're with us. Come on in. Let's talk a little bit of Dallas Cowboys here on this Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed the mini bye. Got to sit back, relax.
It was lovely.
Just
ready?
Yep. Oh, we're all doing it together.
That's Chris. That's Chris. Where's she at? Come on in the chat. Come on in the chat, ASMR girl. Come on in the chat.
You did. I think I did too, which is
Control
not good.
yourself.
It wasn't me. It was the cat.
Dude,
it was the one-armed man.
This is 300 milligrams.
Cheers.
Triple shot espresso.
Cheers.
God bless you, fellas.
Caramel vanilla.
Got to get it on a Monday.
Hot choco.
Oh,
Hot
they let you over there?
chalky, as he calls it, outside of.
Upstairs.
Oh, I figured.
He calls it hot chalky
Because
when he's not on the air. He says, "I got to get these my
I'm
hot
not allowed
chalky."
I'm not allowed on the second floor.
I do say hot chocolate because gangster.
That Black Rifle Espresso 300 triple shot caramel vanilla.
It's really good.
It's really freaking good.
Yeah, it is.
300 milligrams.
Hope you enjoyed your mini bye. Got to just sit there and smolder in the loss that happened for the Cowboys on Thursday.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it was not a good sports weekend for your boy.
It was.
It was not a good
I'm
sports
sorry,
weekend.
And I recognized the shirt and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about it upstairs. I'm sorry, bro.
It's okay. I'm going straight from here to introduce the new head coach.
Seriously?
Like, yeah, like I'm in seeing the whole press conference, got a one-on-one and doing the whole thing.
congrats,
like
man.
so, yeah, it'll
That's
be
cool.
fun.
Did
I'm
you fully
excited about
commit? Did you wear the draws in the
I've got the green draws. The
Socks?
socks are still dirty, and I had to leave them in the
You only
wash.
had one pair?
Yeah.
Bro, somebody
The
sent
lucky pair.
Somebody sent
which wasn't
KY
so lucky. Some
green
North Texas socks.
Please.
Yeah, wasn't a good weekend. Thursday didn't go our way. Friday definitely did not go North Texas's way. Georgia, congratulations. Y'all kicked some butt.
Thank you, man. I wasn't going to do too much
pretty impressive.
because you guys are mourning right now, and just out of respect for that, because I was going to bring that.
Could have gone to Oxford.
I was going to bring that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Art
Just
school is still under litigation, so it's been a rough week.
Bro.
hope for the victory.
UW's going to the Gronk Bowl.
They are.
Are you serious?
Gronk Bowl.
The
Well, at
Gronk
least you
Bowl?
didn't back out of it. Like,
Hey, you're in a bowl.
At least you didn't decline the.
Whoa!
I hate that,
Shots at Michigan.
And Notre Dame. Well, Michigan's in a bowl.
Oh, Notre Dame. That's
Notre
what.
Yeah,
Dame,
Michigan's in the Cheez-It Bowl
I
against
think you're like
Texas.
7.
They're in the Cheez-It Bowl. It's fine. No, I meant Notre Dame.
And like 7 or 8 other teams, as of last night, had declined invitations as well.
I hate that, man. Could you imagine being a senior with no NFL future?
That's my problem with
Yes.
A protest
Or-
isn't convenient for everybody, Kyle.
it. Yeah.
A what?
That's true.
A protest isn't going to be convenient for everybody.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
They're protesting.
Somebody's going to.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to
But-
suffer. But I'm with Kyle on this. It's just
It's bad for
I don't
the
disagree,
sport.
but when a stand has to be taken, somebody's going to catch the bear. You know,
What's
one
the
end of it.
stand Notre Dame is taking that they are
the-
upset that they didn't get in?
I think they're them along with probably other universities. I'm surprised Texas is not protesting.
Well,
They
some of
weren't
the other
even the second
universities
team out though.
or have losing records and they're declining.
It was Notre Dame and BYU.
So
Those were the first and second
These
teams out.
protests aren't actually equal.
I know. Yeah,
Notre Dame is protesting the playoff
for sure.
snuff that they're
Yeah.
Join a conference. Schedule a better schedule. Don't just play who you want to play and then immediately pout when you don't get in. That's my thought. Get over it.
With the
KY with his
barbs.
Yeah, man. Like, I hate it for those guys. Like, and I'm sure Coach Freeman has his reasons for it, but it's stupid. It's just dumb
I don't like it.
to take that opportunity away. And it's going to be a good bowl game.
Yeah.
It'd be a borderline New Year's Six bowl game.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame's just like, nah, we're good. Like, ask Joe Schmo, who's the second team linebacker, who spent all those summers and all those days working, grinding, studying film for the one opportunity that he gets the chance to play. And even if it's in a bowl game and the starter doesn't play, he does. That's the opportunity that you're missing.
His football career's over now.
Opting out. Yes, he's done. The next job he'll have, other than playing football at Notre Dame, is sitting behind a desk 9 to 5. And he doesn't get a chance to play that ever again, and he never will. All of a sudden, the last game he ever had was in Week 12, and he had no idea that was his last game in the moment. So I can't stand
He might start
Hook up,
early. He might start early. He
Can't
might work at 8 to 4.
Maybe. Right. Depending on what place you're going into.
No,
I feel like I work 7 to 11 sometimes, like AM to PM. But
7-Eleven sponsored.
I think I just threw
official
away
sponsor
my
of the
bowl
Dallas
gift.
what was that?
So I think I just threw away our bowl gift from
Did
college.
you?
Yeah. No, I'm saying. You do remember those gifts, though. That is an experience.
No, Kyle spitting.
Sorry.
Hot fire.
No,
I'm with you.
I'm passionate about
You're
college
passionate,
football.
bro.
I really am,
should
and I
be,
think
but
it's
you're
bad
right.
for the sport.
What do you think that they are going to get accomplished by taking this stand?
Nothing. Zero. Zilch.
Well, they're
College Football Playoff Committee says,
So
sayonara, we made our choice. You lost to
now
Miami,
spun into
who they
a whole
put in.
thing where it's like, oh, this is the beginning of the end of bowl games. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not, because bowl games make too much money.
They got to, yeah.
And,
How many
and
losses?
you will find it.
How many losses did Alabama have?
3.
Who got in?
Yeah, 3.
Who's in the Pop-Tart Bowl this year?
Oh, Alabama shouldn't be.
I don't know. I got to ask.
I think one of the teams declined the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Did they really?
How dare they?
I believe so.
I wonder if there's politics.
Feel free to
involved.
correct me in the mentions, but I think someone declined the Pop-Tart Bowl because I remember seeing one of a couple of my followers respond to that tweet. I was kind of doing multitasking things. Yeah, because they're mine. I mean, if they also follow you, then they're yours as well.
I got a few.
All right,
buddy.
We got to get into news and notes
Jesus
here.
Christ. You just messed up my whole.
I know. You just
Sorry.
you know
I
the
know,
whole scenario.
for example, the Birmingham Bowl, they're trying to find someone to play Georgia Southern. They've had like 4 teams decline the invitation to play Georgia. So to your
nice
point,
stadium, too.
Yeah, and to your point, that sucks. And then you're going to have a guy like Joe Schmo or a guy who's right there on the bubble as far as draft status, draft stock. Like,
Yes, that needs one more opportunity.
one more game, and maybe this game is the opportunity for him to shine, and he goes from an undrafted free agent to maybe a 7th or 6th round pick. So those opportunities for those guys are not going. So I'm with Kyle on this. If your message is, you want to end bowl games, there's a different way to go about that without sacrificing guys who have sacrificed for your program. I'm with Kyle on that one. So now, news and notes.
News and notes.
College football section.
Right here.
Yeah.
Kyle Spitball.
By BYU and Georgia Tech are in the Pop-Tart Bowl. That's actually a really good game.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a super good game.
Yeah, Georgia Tech, we did this to you. Bama, we did this to you. So let's talk news and notes for the Dallas Cowboys. First and foremost, or primarily, I should say, injury status for some key guys.
Oh, man.
Good news.
Oh.
Okay, so CeeDee Lamb had the very, very scary concussion that he suffered in the Lions game.
The more I go back and watch that,
It's scary. It's
is.
Tua.
I thought
It's
up.
Tua.
when we were watching in real time, we thought it was a shoulder thing. 'Cause
Yeah,
he was like moving
Yeah.
his
It
shoulder.
wasn't great.
But it was because of the lockup.
Fingers. Yeah, it was pretty terrifying.
There's another angle that I saw after the fact. I didn't like.
Not great. Now, I will say 2 pieces to this. One, in seeing CD get on the charter flight, he looked fine. He didn't need any assistance getting his bags up the staircase into the charter flight. So, again, I say this on Twitter when I gave that update. I am not saying that CeeDee Lamb is okay to play football today or yesterday or when I gave that update. What I'm saying is that is positive progress from seeing him lock up on the field after hitting his head on the turf.
True.
Okay. That being said, now we go to the second part of it, which is the team's purview of it. CeeDee Lamb had, quote unquote, a good day. This is per Brian Schottenheimer in his press conference on Friday, I believe. And he said that the team, quote unquote, hopes the next couple of days should help. Now, add to that, Jerry Jones on Friday spoke with 105.3 The Fan, and he said CeeDee Lamb is, quote unquote, headed in a good direction. I'm sorry, this was Stephen Jones, headed in a good direction towards likely playing. But, again, NFL concussion protocol is an independent decision. So 2 things are true. Good news on the CeeDee Lamb front. He has made a good bit of progress. Looks like he's mostly out of the woods when it comes to his concussion. However, He still needs to go through the benchmarks to make sure that he's cleared. He is on track right now, but there is no one that's going to make that decision except for the independent neurologist. But good news for CeeDee Lamb. Put a pin in it, though. We'll see if he's ready for the Vikings. Looks like he will be. We will see.
I hope so.
Absolutely. Tyler Guyton. Now let's talk about the guys who missed the game. Okay. Tyler Guyton, Jerry Jones told 105.3 The Fan on Friday. He said, quote, my thoughts are that he'll be available against the Vikings, end quote. Like to hear that about Tyler Guyton. So there you go. What's wrong with Isaiah?
Isaiah's always on something.
This guy. This 270-degree vision, it messes with me at times because I see his expressions. I see everything.
Facts. Court vision, what we call it in the hood. Court vision. So Tyler Guyton is on track to return against the Minnesota Vikings on this coming Sunday, as is Jadeveon Clowney. And I am of the opinion that the Cowboys really missed Jadeveon Clowney.
I am too.
Detroit Lions.
Isn't it wild how much of
Safe
an
to
impact
say.
he has made?
Yeah.
You mean a big
it's-
physical defensive end that can pass rush and stop the run?
But I thought he was washed, Kyle. That's what everyone was saying.
That's what
Who said
everybody
that?
said.
That's what everyone was saying.
Not on this
man.
show.
Not on this show.
Not on this show. Maybe
I
another
will
show.
say the amount of impact that he's provided for this team is exactly what you wanted. Oh my gosh, we're not even done
No
with
wonder
the first
he-
300
segment
milligrams
yet,
in
dude.
11 minutes.
No wonder.
Just the party going.
That's insane. The fact that you signed him off the couch in the middle of, what was it, week 2 or week 3?
He's about to go
Get out of
Super
my.
Saiyan. You're going to have to treat
It's
him like one of your
impressive.
triplets.
I know, I'm about to.
You're going to have to pop his hand.
Continuing Jadeveon Clowney, the impact that he's had in terms of numbers, production, film, veteran ability, all of that is why you signed him. And I think he's already been worth the money.
And it was
he's
long-
already worth the contract.
100%, and it happened long before the Thanksgiving game. I think that's when
Yeah.
people were giving him a lot of credit after the 2 sacks.
He was always there.
He was always there. He was always making a mess out of the line and being able to disrupt. But I think you saw it more so in that Thanksgiving game where people was like, oh, yeah, Jadeveon Clowney, he's the man. And, of course, you miss him the very next game, which sucks.
Yeah.
But he's been doing it since he
I
got
feel
here.
as if you were listening to Talking Cowboys, you would have heard that we said, the analyst sitting here that watched film, said that he was ramping up.
He was ramping
Said that
up.
he needed a couple games to get under his belt, right? Started off slow, but by the third game, he was having a true impact. Yeah.
His
said
training
that, right?
camp was in real time, like during the regular season.
Same thing's happening for Savone Rebel right now, by the way.
Louder
Same
for the
thing.
people in the back, please.
Also happening.
We'll
for
get to
Savone
that
Rebel.
because I gave the Rook some grace on that touchdown, and I was like, that's
He's
a
been
teaching
rough,
rep.
but
he didn't get depth.
It's going to take some time.
Well, you can't get teaching reps in games. What are you talking about?
That's the only thing.
Every rookie gets teaching reps in games.
Yeah.
You think they? All right.
Why are you being
Moving.
coy, Isaiah?
It's not time to talk
I get
about
what you're
Rebel
saying.
yet.
Moving on.
It's not, but he's been bad. But we anticipated him to be bad. It's the first. He's coming off of a major
Oh
injury.
my God! It's a rookie coming off of a tornado. Jadeveon Clowney
Isaiah,
should be quote ready to go against. I'm not going there with him, and he's 300 milligrams in. Let's just let the shake.
Let's nip it in the bud.
Gonna bottle it up.
I gotta get on the same. level.
Get there, bro.
Let's just let the shakes go away first. Jadeveon Clowney is quote ready to will be ready to go against Minnesota, barring any setbacks.
Nice.
That is per Brian Schottenheimer. That is very definitive news. So as long as Jadeveon Clowney has clean practices this week, and the Cowboys are finally back on a normal week and a normal schedule. Finally.
I like it.
Okay, so they'll be back on the practice field on Wednesday. Jadeveon,
For 2 weeks and then.
Stop it.
be where your feet are.
Yeah. All right.
Trying not to look that far ahead because I was tired, boss. I was tired.
That short week's gonna be hard.
And last but certainly not least, Trevon Diggs. He returned to practice, had his 21-day practice window open a couple days or so before last week's game. There was good optimism that he would play in that game in Detroit. He did not, however. He was ruled inactive. He was not activated to the 53-man roster. There's a better chance of that happening this week. But word has it, Trevon Diggs wants to play. Word has it, Trevon Diggs says he's ready to play. But they have to say he's ready to play, they being the medical staff. So
He wants to play.
He wants to play. So, I mean, as all athletes and competitors would want to do. you kind of get tired of sitting on the sideline. Even if it's due to injury, you get tired of sitting on the sideline. So we will see how this week's practice goes. Better chance of returning this week against the Minnesota Vikings. We will see if that comes to fruition.
How long has he been out?
This is
5 weeks?
That'll be 5 games.
Got you.
Yeah,
That'll be 5.
6 weeks.
6
5
weeks.
games. Yeah, because he had the bye week
Yeah,
in there.
yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
But at least he worked out with the team in the offseason, right?
Yeah.
Y'all are so petty.
It's really just Isaiah.
It's 300 millis in.
Yeah. All right. I got a draft question for you guys.
Please.
We like that.
Yeah.
Already starting the draft, Kyle? What the heck,
I'm
man?
I'm not there yet.
Come on, man.
gonna get
My
drafted, Kyle.
mentions every time we lose.
I can't get drafted.
I know. Sorry, dude. Every time we lose, my mentions are start the draft show, get the draft show
every
going.
single
Might as well fire it up, like get it going.
Tank
Trust me,
gifts.
I love the draft show as much as anybody, but no. One thing I will ask though is at this point in time, as we kind of evaluate post bye week 4 games, right? We've got a better sample size now following the bye week, 3-1 on those 4 games. Going into the mini bye now, as you get ready for Minnesota coming up on Sunday. Where do you feel like the needs are on this roster? On what you have right now? And keep in mind, a lot of this is going to change because there's first round or 1-year deals or expiring contracts on the board for a lot of significant players. George Pickens, Javonte Williams, Jadeveon Clowney, who we just talked about a little bit. Multiple guys are on 1-year deals right now, or expiring deals for that matter. So you currently have the 15th overall pick in the NFL draft. That's your pick. Then the Packers pick is slated at 28 right now. Of course, that's going to change based on the playoffs. So where would you use your first round picks if the draft were tomorrow? So keep in mind that there are going to be some changes, but if the draft were tomorrow, where would you try and add to this team?
Does that have to be in order?
Doesn't have to be in order.
Okay. Defensively, I'm going DN. I'm going cornerback. Offensively, I'm going wide receiver.
Okay. So those are your 3.
Those are my 3.
You got 2
Most
first round
immediate.
picks. You're thinking best player at that spot then?
You need a bigger defensive end that that can do what Jadeveon Clowney does, right? But just substantially younger. So you need somebody to fill that role. I think Donovan Ezeraku is going to be a good pass rusher in this league, but I don't for his frame. He'll fill out.
Yeah.
Right. But I think that you need a bigger presence.
He's more of a speed guy.
Exactly. So I think you need to utilize him as a speed guy, and you need another larger defensive end that has the pass rush ability. So that's something that I would like to see. I would also think that you still need a cornerback. I don't. We'll talk about Trevon. I think that you're going to need a replacement there. I also think that you need a wide receiver because I don't foresee them bringing back Jalen Tolbert. And I think that you need somebody that's dependable behind CeeDee Lamb and potential George Pickens.
That may not be
Are you really going to do this to Flanoy?
No. Flanoy's there. He's there, but you saying you just roll him a 3?
No, what I'm saying is because your statement was you go and draft a wide receiver.
Yes.
In one of the first 2 picks?
Yes.
Because Jalen Tolbert is probably leaving?
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
listen to what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
If you
Listen to
don't
what
have
I'm
George Pickens, then I'm down.
Right. So
listen to what I'm saying.
That math is mathing.
Okay.
That math ain't math.
Okay, so again, this is where we disagreed on the defensive side of
Come on
things
with
as
it.
well, right? When I said that you're closer to being dominant at stopping the run, that's why you'll get interior defensive line.
You were right about that.
You're
This is
closer
wrong.
to being dominant in what portion of your game? On offense.
On offense.
Yes. Offensively, you're
passing
dominant.
game.
Passing game. Yeah, passing game for sure. Okay, so I mean, I can get along with a tackle as well. Right, I can get along with that, but
Could very get along with
very, very much so get along with a tackle. Wouldn't be opposed to that. However, if you're really close to if you can get one more dominant wide receiver, who can stop that? So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm all about if I'm this close to being dominant, if I'm this close to being dominant and damn near unstoppable at one particular position, I want to get there.
I don't
want to be right there and then pull back and say, okay, now let me go try to fill it. Let's solidify that because you might be one trade, you might be one free agent, you might be one of those away from being solid at your other positions.
Yeah.
But if you can push it over the edge and have 3 dominant wide receivers, dominant. Now, I'm not saying that Flanoy can't be in there, but I'm saying you're not putting him in a dominant conversation, and you don't have George Pickens sold up. And I think that if you go into it and people say, well, we could just franchise tag him, you think you're going to get the best version of George Pickens on a franchise tag? Good luck.
I'd argue if your tackles are getting bull rushed by premium edge rushers, you're not going to be able to get to them.
I don't disagree with that. That's why I said I'm on board with a tackle.
Yeah.
I'm on board with a tackle, but I don't know the whole salary cap situation. I know you got money tied up. You're not getting rid of Guyton. You got to figure out a way to get some dog out of him. All right, you got Terrence Steele still on his contract that you guys gave him, right?
He has an out this
okay, so that might be a positional need. If there's a guy there that's dominant, then cool.
My Kyle, go ahead, please.
I was just going to say, I would argue that you already are dominant at wide receiver. I would argue
If it stays this way.
If it stays with George Pickens and you were able to shore him up going into 2026, I would argue you're already there. So to spend a first-round pick on it makes no sense. However, and I get what you're trying to say. I 1,000% agree.
We just saw what happens with CeeDee when he got down.
Ryan Flournoy stepped up. That's what we saw.
Yeah, we did.
And
but is
that's
that
not the first time he's done it either.
No, not at all. And I'm saying that's solid. But are you fully comfortable and confident moving forward, knowing that that's your guy?
Did you see what happened the first time CeeDee went down? Assuming that you retain George Pickens.
Listen, I'm not saying that he's not somebody who's a good player. What I'm saying is, you get somebody and you have him on a contract for 5 years and he's dominant.
Yeah.
Dominant. Not good.
Maybe.
Dominant.
Maybe.
If there's no George Pickens, I'm in. I'm totally in. But if George Pickens is there, I'm going to stick with what he's got.
So my whole thought, again, I know we can differ on this.
Of course.
My whole thought process
That's
is,
the fun part.
if I'm a GM, I want to be unstoppable at something. Unstoppable. If one of my guys go down, it doesn't matter. When three of our guys are out there, name a team that has a three-headed monster at receiver.
Nobody really.
Nobody. So why not be the first?
You could probably argue maybe the Rams. Maybe.
Yeah. Nate, like,
Go.
Yeah, sorry. You're two guys, two picks.
Two picks, first 2 rounds. I mean, I kind of have to spread it out to 3 different positions
That's
that I
fine.
would like to address. First 2 have to be defense for me, safety and cornerback right now.
Oh, you're going secondary.
Yes, absolutely. That for me is most important. Linebacker would be in there as well, but like we just talked about, you kind of changed my mind a little bit on tackle. Yeah. I would love to see another tackle come in here. Again, Nate Thomas, we saw the sample size. We've seen the good and the bad from Nate Thomas this year, and he's under contract. I mean, I would love to see how he progresses if they decide to let Terrence Steele walk and maybe possibly give that spot to Nate Thomas. I think that's in question, right?
Yeah.
But for me right now, you need a dog at safety, 100%. You need a guy that can cover, that isn't just good at one thing.
You know what you need?
Because your defensive coordinator right now is basically telling you, I need a guy that can cover.
I need a safety.
I need a safety that can cover, not just go downhill.
Yeah.
I need a safety.
Need a dog at safety. Agreed. You also need a dog at linebacker, and that's an entendre. Okay. Hi, CJ.
You got an eye on. You got an eye on one.
Hi, CJ. How's it going?
CJ Allen.
How's the family? Everybody
from
good?
Georgia.
Everybody good? CJ Allen's absolute monster, and I think that he'd be right there in that window for that from what?
It'd probably be the late first round.
15, 20.
So
Early
I think he'd be
second.
right there. And and this is not just bias talking. Admittedly, there's some bias here, but if you've watched CJ Allen play, and he's one of the more cerebral players in the country.
Good player.
He's arguably the best off-ball linebacker in the country. He's the best tackling off-ball linebacker in the country. He's sideline to sideline. He's hair on fire. I have these, to borrow a phrase from Jerry Jones, I have visions of sugar plums dancing in my head when I picture C.J. Allen and Marvion Overshown in the middle of that defense. Good God, man!
Well, congratulations, Philadelphia.
Right,
he'll be there.
So I'm going linebacker for my first 2 picks. I'm going linebacker, and I'm going defensive end. I can see that. I'm going defensive end.
I love the big defensive end.
Yeah, I'm going defensive end. And Josh makes great points. Isaiah makes great points. I don't necessarily agree. I don't agree with the wide receiver point at all. I do agree with the DE. Yeah, no, I agree with the defensive end.
Sure.
The wide receiver, that math is just not there for me. And I'll get to that in a quick second. But I'm on record time and again as being a guy who wants to build the defense front to back. So the way you positively affect safety and cornerback play is you get the dogs up front. You get the dogs, you get after the quarterback. Yeah. So you have a deficiency at defensive end. Instead of blowing past that and saying, well, let me get a high-end safety, go and get a dog up front. go drop a dog in the middle. So DE and linebacker, specifically C.J. Allen, is going to be my pick.
I think that the mentality is there for safety in that the Cowboys haven't necessarily valued safety at a high position so far in the draft, or a high pick, I mean. So if you have 2 first-round picks, then it's at that point you're willing to take a chance on a position like safety because you also have another first-round pick.
Well, do you know the last time they've drafted a safety, period? Like at any point in the draft?
No,
J.J. Wilcox?
It's not that far back.
Okay.
He's still on the team. He's Donovan Wilson.
6th round.
2019 in the 6th round was the last time Dallas drafted a safety of any kind.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you talk about not valuing safety. I find it hard to believe they would put first round draft capital
They
into that.
typically go 6th. Like it's frequently 6th.
I understand that.
That's where I think like a 4th round pick might be as high as they're going to go, and they have one. They don't have a 2nd or a 3rd, but they have a 4th round pick to where maybe that does play a factor. Because I agree with you. I think they should invest in the safety position because they need a dog. But unless you're going to get a Kyle Hamilton or a Jalen Petrie or some of these guys that are next level impact players in the 1st round, I don't see them doing anything like that. And even then, I think they would be hesitant.
The argument, though, is that if you are Matt Eberflus and you are staying on this staff, and because they've talked about consistency, they want to keep consistency in the defensive coordinator position, or else you're going to get the 4th coordinator in a row on defense.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
If you're Matt Eberflus, you're saying, I need help. I need help at safety. This is a glaring hole in our defense right now.
This is my ideology. All these things are needs. Correct?
Absolutely.
So the way in which I look
It could be any
when
of these. I'm down.
When I have my GM hat on, okay, which I'm not getting paid for that, obviously, I look at if I have high draft stocks, right? It's draft equity.
Yeah.
What positions are more difficult to find on the free agent market?
Yes.
What positions are harder to acquire?
I forgot we're using free agency now.
Yeah. What? Well, I'm sorry, but like
We'll see.
But no, but like
I'm dead serious.
No,
got
for
1
sure.
year.
But like also, what positions are harder to acquire from other teams?
Yeah.
So I don't disagree at anything that you guys said in terms of positional needs. But when I think about first round draft equity, what positions do I need to acquire that I can hand select that would be difficult to find from another team or from sitting at the crib?
Yeah.
Safety, teams are willing to get rid of safeties, or it's easier to find safeties. Linebackers, we've invested heavily in linebackers.
Yeah.
And I think those are linebacker, no disrespect to the position, are easier to find, right? But there's a lot more.
You've rotated that position the last 3 or 4 years.
Zach Vaughn was in a free agency pickup.
So there's linebackers are easier to find, safeties are easier to find. Corners,
Right.
teams don't get teams don't get rid of corners.
No.
Teams don't get rid of DNs.
No.
Right? Teams don't get rid of offensive tackles. So these are positions that is going to be very difficult to acquire from another team.
Yeah.
That if the player is worth anything, and it's going to be difficult to find on the free agent market because teams always value those positions. So I'm saying if you have first round equity, use it to go acquire those positional needs that you cannot acquire from other people. And then safety, there's going to be some of those guys laying around, right? Or linebackers, there's going to be those guys laying around. Receivers, I hear what you guys are saying. Teams aren't giving up solid receivers.
Yeah.
Right? They're just not. Teams aren't giving up big defensive ends that can pass rush and fake the rim. And teams aren't giving up tackles. You're just not getting a guy that you're expecting to come in and be a premier contributor at those positions.
Really quickly, I'll say this.
We got to go to break. I'm sorry. Let's go to break. We can continue this conversation on the other side of the break when we come back with more Talking Cowboys.
Every day begins with a promise to work hard and to build a future. That's why we're here, providing the tools, expertise, and John Deere equipment you have relied on for generations to help you get the job done right. We're with you. That's our promise to you, because no matter the project or the challenge you're facing,
we're with you. We're united.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
I'm home.
Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you...
Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impact 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
How's it going? You see that Cowboys game?
Oh, I watched. Been seeing some good things.
Totally. They have some talent.
Yup, some great talent.
And they got some fight.
Hoping this is the year.
Me too. Oh, I'm Cody, by the way.
I'm Travis.
Nice to meet you, Travis. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
Back to Talkin' Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, the official coffee of the Dallas Cowboys.
I had mine.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
300 milligrams for Isaiah Stanback.
Over there looking like Tigger.
My homegirl used to call me that for track.
They look like Tigger.
Really? That was
my
like a
nickname. Yeah.
You sure had a T in it, right?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Wow.
Stop it.
Whoa! I swapped it out with a B.
You double checked?
Come on.
My man. Oh, God.
I feel like
you got to be quicker.
I feel like what?
That was your best comeback ever. Ever.
Josh is just like,
I'm in shock.
That 300 milli got him.
woo!
Yeah, he got him up.
Going.
We're going to have to do this every show or never again.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yes.
All right.
That was a bar.
We were having a really fun draft conversation prior to the break where we're talking about team needs and where the first-round picks could be utilized if the season were to end tomorrow, but also keeping in mind that a lot of these contracts are going to turn over in the offseason and free agency is going to happen before now. So very preliminary draft conversation. And, of course, we were talking about the possibility of defense, heavy defense in those first two first-round picks.
Yes.
Then you've got Isaiah talking about a possible wide receiver. I wouldn't mind an offensive lineman, but again, you can't use a first-round pick on an offensive lineman every year.
You can.
I mean, you could. Maybe you should. But there's conversations to be had there.
You got two of them on there right now.
You were going to make a point
I was
prior to the break.
For the wide receiver, because I let Isaiah cook. He put his ideology out there. I understand. And there's definite and proven science behind that ideology as far as extrapolating for positional argument, right? But when you look at it from a personnel standpoint currently, I am of the mindset, I'm just going to assume the Cowboys, at minimum, they're going to franchise tag George Pickens. Now, you posed the question. And
could tag Brandon Aubrey, too.
Just sign the kicker.
I'm just saying.
Just sign the freaking
I agree.
You franchise tag
$145 million.
And we'll talk about this more once we get closer to free agency and the tag deadline. I'm of the belief they'll tag him if they need more time. I think it'll be to purchase time until late July to get the deal done. I don't think their goal will be for him to play under it. So that's to answer your question. When you said, do you think you get the best version of George Pickens? I don't think you will be in that position, with it, right? But that being said, I think George Pickens remains in Dallas because the front office isn't going to let him leave. We know we have CeeDee Lamb, and then you got Flo, who's shown you he can be a 100-yard receiver in any given game. Those are your three, right? So from there, this is why, for me, that math doesn't math, but that math. So when Kyle is saying, well, if George Pickens is not in a Cowboys uniform, then I'm with you.
You need that guy.
Then I'm with you.
Yeah.
But
and he's under contract for 5 years.
First-round pick on a wide receiver with CeeDee, George, and Flo staring you in the face, you don't use a first-round pick on a receiver just because you lost Jalen Tolbert potentially. So for that,
I'm just talking about just filling up.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah. So that's my only argument there. But as far as like tackle, we need to see what they're going to do with Terrence Steele. Because there's a possibility. I mean, there's a version in the multiverse of the Cowboys where they let Terrence Steele walk and they move Tyler Guyton back to right tackle.
I think
But that still doesn't change the fact. Whether you move Guyton to right tackle or leave him at left tackle, you're
still
in
getting the
need of
answer.
a tackle.
I have belief in still. Like I truly do.
No, I'm not saying I don't. We're speaking hypothetical.
See, and I feel the same way about Guyton. Like I have belief in Guyton too. I think he's been hindered so much in the.
I think the contract is harming Steele at this point because you have that potential out, and the contract is too large.
No,
the way it's
arguably,
I think that they're looking at it completely different. But I have faith that Steele has enough in him to go out there and be productive, like to be a solid right tackle. Like I don't see his game falling off in a way in which you're like, it's time to move on.
Yeah.
I have concerns about Guyton. I do have concerns about Guyton, and it has nothing to do with the physical. It has everything to do with his mental.
I was going to ask. You answered the question. I was going to ask: is that player or is that availability?
It's player. It's. I have questions about his drive and mental.
And see, for me,
fortitude.
mine is the inverse. Like I don't have concerns about the mental. I have concerns about the availability. Just simply
that's where I have my concerns.
It's his second year, but how many games has he already missed?
I can't speak to a man's health. I can't speak to whether or not he is healthy enough to play.
But you can speak to the fact that he has been injured.
I can speak to things that I've played through, and I can speak to things that former teammates have played through. I think I believe, I don't know, right? I'm not him. There's certain things that I've seen him have to come off the field for that I believe that other people might have stayed on the field for.
That might be worth the conversation.
That's not me. I can't feel what he feels.
That's what I was going to say.
But I'm just looking. I'm looking at it, and I watch him, and I've seen him at training camp, and I've seen how. I don't know that up here, he has that. I'm a dog mentality. I think that the guy next to him absolutely does.
When you're in the training table,
that's a difficult.
It is. It's just perception
because you just don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
And different pain tolerances, similar injuries. Right. So that's what I mean. Like, no, pain tolerance can be mental, but it's as much physical as mental. I mean,
it's a mental. It's a mental. In this sport, it's a mental.
Pain tolerance is pain tolerance, whether it be sport or.
But mentally, you decide whether or not to push through it.
Ask me if my tattoos hurt. No, seriously.
Absolutely hurt.
No, right. So there are people that have a bunch of ink like I do, and they'll tell you, they'll be like, oh, no, it powerful. They'll say, oh, no, it doesn't hurt. And they might be telling the truth. Some people are lying. Stop it. Okay. They'll be like, oh, it doesn't hurt. Maybe they're telling the truth. Maybe their pain tolerance is a bit higher. My pain tolerance is a bit lower. So although I have a bunch of tattoos, every one of these sons hurt.
Yes.
Right?
Agreed.
But I push through. I get what you're saying. But the point being is that it's both of those things. It's both mental and it's the physiological makeup is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Next time you're in the training table, I need you to stop your buddy from the training staff that you're really tight with, and I need you to sit them down and ask them that question. Because I want to know. Yeah. I really do. Because if anybody's going to know it, it's going to be the training staff, and it's going to be the guys that work with him and rehab with him all day, every day, through the offseason, through the season.
All we can do is
we're just seeing it from the outside, so you don't know what the severity of the injuries are. So I think it's unfair to write him off because
I can't. All I can do is say, hey, from what I see, if I was building a team, I would have questions about his ability to push through.
Because the availability has been a problem.
It has.
Period.
And counterpoint.
Both in training camp and in season.
It's not even just
now.
It's not even just an injury thing for me.
Yeah.
It's like injuries happen. It's not just an injury thing for me. It's just how I've seen the approach to the game. It's not consistent enough for me to be protecting your most valuable asset on your team.
Do you have something you wanted to add?
Yeah.
No. I think that was well put by all sides. It's hard to know what he's facing. You know, you're not him, and I think that's a great idea to kind of reach out and see basically what the coaching staff thinks of his progression so far. But you can't deny that availability has been a concern for him, regardless.
Right.
This conversation is kind of moot because he's been so inactive and unavailable.
Yeah.
For the first part of his career.
For one reason or the other.
For one reason or another. I think it was tough to have him in the last few weeks of training camp out with that injury.
Yeah.
Thank goodness he came back from that and was able to play. But at least for my purview, I don't think the concern is there, and you have him under contract for the next few years. You have to see how he develops. For me, it's right now it's Terrence Steele and where you go from there.
Yeah. All right, let's take our second break. When we come back, we've mentioned a lot of positions. I've got some names for you guys. You want to see if we can maybe sprinkle in some names, draft names in my early prep?
Sprinkle me, man.
Isaiah's like,
I don't know nothing about that.
I've got a UW guy for you, though, so you should be excited when we come back with more Talking Cowboys. If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
If you shout, "How about them Cowboys?" you have that undeniable passion that's the heart of Cowboys Nation. And if you like to drink Dr. Pepper, you love the unique blend of its 23 flavors. Together, your one-of-a-kind fandom paired with the one-of-a-kind taste of a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper is the game day lineup that can't be beat. Better yet, gather your Cowboys and Dr. Pepper fan friends to watch the next game and crack open a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper for everyone. The wins will be even tastier. It's a pepper thing.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Back to Talkin' Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company. This segment is brought to you by Invisalign, the official smile of the Dallas Cowboys, with Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beam in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans with 300 millibajilligrams of Black Rifle Coffee Company
of vanillis
pumping through our veins here on this Monday morning. Having a good draft conversation just because we have an extra day. We'll get back to game day stuff tomorrow. We are going to take your calls again. I know it's been a while. Those Thursday games have really backed us up a little bit in terms of phone calls, but we're going to have a Talkin' Tuesday tomorrow, and then it's back to the normal schedule. Wednesday, we'll have QB Vision. Thursday, we'll have Lab Coat. Friday, we'll have Get Your Popcorn.
If I had a piece of paper up right now, it wouldn't say that this does not mean that we're going to the Super Bowl. However, it would say that just because we're talking about this does not mean that we're feeling as if we're out the playoffs.
No.
We just don't want to talk about the Vikings for 5 days.
Yeah, like, what are we doing?
Is if we were using this bonus day, right?
It is a bonus
If we're using
day.
this bonus day to talk about the playoffs, then we'd have a bunch of laughing face emojis in the chat. Playoffs?
What are we
This team
talking
is.
about?
What are we talking about the
Which,
playoffs for?
honestly, like, you've got to have a lot of things go right anyways. However, this is just a draft day conversation because we've got an extra bonus day sprinkled in of content.
We want to have the conversations we are not typically not permitted, but like
have time for.
Yeah, we typically don't have time.
We love you, family, but let us cook.
You're going to get all your segments this week.
Facts. Let us
all of them. Including QB Vid.
There you
Get
go.
your popcorn ready and Lab Coat and the college football hour.
In the chat, we said the word playoff. As soon as we said the word playoff, Jack Burton said, "Please, season is over." See,
there we go.
Can't win.
Thanks, Jack.
So let us cook.
All right. I've got a couple names for you guys.
Okay.
Isaiah, you said you wanted a wide receiver. Would you like a big-bodied wide receiver that can be a red zone threat, or would you rather
Slot.
you want a slot guy?
I want a slot guy.
Well, I have a big-body wide receiver from Washington, just because he's a UW guy, and I wanted to throw his name out there. He's probably a late first-round, middle first-round pick. His name is Denzel Boston, 6'4", 210 pounds. He's had 19 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons, red zone threat, and he's also a deep threat as well, averaged over 14 yards per reception throughout. Not a ton of burst off the line of scrimmage, but still a guy that can. He's quick.
Yeah,
he reminds me a little bit of a former Washington wideout in Rome Odunze, but I think Odunze has a little bit more burst than this guy does. He's more of an.
I like the fact that he's from UW. However, I
don't want that guy.
I want a guy that he's a mismatch nightmare for any nickel that decides to step on the field. If he's a mismatch nightmare for a nickel, then he's a mismatch nightmare for a linebacker and a safety. Anybody else that wants to walk out there. I'm not saying that he has to stay at slot, but I'm saying I want a guy that you put at slot and it's like crap.
Give me an example. Not that we're talking about trading or anything.
Let's talk about, obviously this position has kind of changed and evolved over the years, but you got to remember, I played with guys like Julian Edelman. I played with guys like Wes Welker.
Okay.
Guys like that you just can't guard.
Kyle, is there anybody like that in the draft?
Yeah, I'm looking at
I want
Jordan Tyson from Arizona State, 6'1", 195. He's he can be an X. He's more of like a CD than he is like a slot guy.
I want a quick guy, first 10-yard burst guy.
Let me look up this guy, Mekhi Lemon or Lemon. It's spelled Lemon, Lemon, but it's either Lemon or Lemon. He's from USC. I haven't watched him yet, but he's 5'11", 195, and it looks like he's a burner.
There we go.
Let me look. I'm looking at his.
Because think about it from this perspective, right?
1,200 yards receiving, 79 receptions, 11 touchdowns, and he's averaging 15 yards per catch.
I like that.
So there's that.
I like that. I like those words because if you have to revert to our guy Jake Ferguson being Mr. Chip and Flat, then you still need a guy to work the middle.
I kind of like this though. Can we name a player type or characteristics that we like of a player, and Kyle, you give us the best compromise in the draft?
Yeah, I don't have like the wide range of guys yet, but
all right,
keep going.
Draft expert over.
Let me see.
Hey, hit him, Beamer.
Dude, it's December.
Come on, Kyle.
Give me some time.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I'm trying. Give me a spot. Let me see if I can find one. I do have an edge rusher that I think
give us a big
Isaiah would love.
Let's go.
David Bailey from Texas Tech. This dude's a monster.
Describe a monster.
6'4", 250 pounds. Just nothing but nothing but straight strength and power at the line of scrimmage.
I like a little bit bigger.
Throwing guys around. Yeah, I like him. I think you'd like him too. And he can grow into that 6'4" frame too. Yeah, it's 13 and a half sacks at Texas. At Tech.
I would like a little bit larger defensive end presence. I feel as if that's what Izaraku's going to be.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
You don't want redundancy.
I don't want redundancy.
So what are you thinking, like 260?
I'm thinking like 6'6", 265, something like that.
Mateo Uiagalelei.
Oh, Polly, yeah.
Yeah, edge rusher from Oregon, 6'5", 270 pounds.
That works.
Doesn't have the production this year, only 5 sacks. Only has 28 tackles. But yeah, where's number 10 for Oregon? You can see him in the college football playoff.
I'd take a look at him. I don't like those numbers.
Number 10.
Kyle, give me a.
Hasn't really done him much.
Give me a Walter Nolan type. I loved Walter Nolan.
Tackle or big defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit. Talk about why you would want a big defensive tackle.
Yeah, why you want another tackle?
Are you kidding? You kidding me?
You want another one?
You have 3 high-priced tackles right now.
It's already a strength, and just make it better.
Push it over the edge?
Push it over the edge. I don't know.
Is that what you're saying right now?
I don't know. Just like your mentality in terms of wide receiver.
At some point, you can't play them.
We just become best friends?
But when you have to rotate them out, Kyle, guess what? There's no drop-off.
That might push your guy Perrion out.
Yeah,
I like Perrion, but has he touched the field yet? Come on, man. What are we doing?
So then
Activate
how's the rookie going to
activate him, bro?
Activision?
Give me more.
Activision.
Daryl Jackson Jr., 6'5", 340 pounds,
Ooh.
Florida State.
Oh.
Or you've got Dante Corleone.
Dante Corleone?
Yeah, 6'1", 335. He's a little more stocky.
They're not getting a tackle.
Out of Cincy. He's out of Cincinnati.
They're not getting a tackle.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But you wanted a big burly defensive tackle. Those are probably
Burly, you say.
Quality word.
I just I don't know if Clark's contract is going to make sense after this year.
2020.
I mean, Jerry Jones says absolutely we're going to keep him for sure, but I mean the cap hit next year is insane.
Well, if you go to if you go to my piece,
If you go to my piece that I wrote on that on the .com,
please,
then you will see that Kenny Clark's contract, you restructure it, and it's very, very friendly.
If he wants to restructure it,
he has no choice.
He has no choice.
Restructuring and pay cut are two different things. A restructure is a baked-in mechanism that is something for teams to be able to use to free up cap space. It doesn't affect the cash flow to the player. It doesn't affect. If anything, it gives the player more liquidity up front, so they get more cash. They get cash sooner. Liquidity. You said Burley. I said liquidity.
Is that that's a real word?
It's actually a real word.
Okay.
Yeah, I
learn something new every day.
They can smell fresh cash.
So yeah, straight cash, homie. So yeah, so restructuring, and I know a lot. I'm glad you brought that up because so many fans think that restructuring and taking a pay cut are two different things.
So it's
glad Google just confirmed that for you because I told you it was a word.
That is a word. The availability of liquid assets to market or company.
I hit him with that. It's
270. So it doesn't have to be the $20 million cap hit that we're looking at.
It does not. And Kenny does not have to agree. He's not going to disagree. That's why it's not a mechanism that players have to agree on because it doesn't negatively impact their income at all. If anything, it
pushes it forward.
Yeah, it pushes some of the money forward for them. Yeah. So
I like that money.
It's done.
All right, that does it for us here on Talkin Cowboys. We are back on our normal schedule starting tomorrow.
Wait a minute, we're going to talk Cowboys?
We're going to talk Cowboys. Talking Tuesday tomorrow.
We're talking to you.
Maybe. Yeah, we're talking to the family tomorrow.
Playoffs?
888-855-2297. 888-855-2297 tomorrow.
TLK,
I feel like you almost threw too many eights in there.
Yeah, I almost lost it again.
808.
All right. For Patrik No C. Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beam in the back, I'm Kyle Youmans saying so long from Talkin Cowboys. We'll see you tomorrow.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?